I'm Gabe Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a look at Green Arrow issue number 2. Has Oliver Queen been betrayed by his sister, by those closest to him? Well, let's jump on into the newest issue and find out together, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Emiko and her assassin mother Shadow are ready to dump Oliver Queen's body in the bay, but just to make sure things look extra good, they're sure to also fill him up on drugs and booze first. Who would have guessed Shadow was such a big fan of Dave Chappelle because she's working that classic bit of, just sprinkle some crack on him and leave. I joke, but this is probably the best way you could ever possibly kill Oliver Queen and have no one take an interest. After all, the dude is pretty much world famous for taking disastrous substance-fueled boat trips. After that, Mommy Not-So-Dearest takes Emiko to meet their new employers, a group of scarred individuals calling themselves the Burned. They also come in an awesome ship fortress called the Inferno. Apparently, much like the Underground Men in that weird auction from a few issues back, the Burned Men are part of a much larger criminal organization called the Ninth Circle. Obviously a reference to the 9 circles of hell, and man, Shadow, first you were working for the Outsiders, now you're working for the Burned, who are working for the Ninth Circle. Geez, lady, you just bounce back and forth from one secret society to another, don't you? News of Oliver Queen's supposedly embarrassing death travel far and wide. They even reach the ears of one John Diggle, who is currently on a mission as a private military contractor in the Middle East. And oh my god, really, we're going back to Diggle, are we? So much for Jeff Johns' big promise with DC Rebirth, and that his books are going to be able to operate free and independently from the TV and movies. You very easily could have put Roy Harper Arsenal in this exact same position as Diggle is in this comic, and it would have made all the same sense in the world. But no, we need to work in more TV characters. Set your clocks right now, people. How long until Felicity shows up again? Of course, as you might have guessed, it turns out Oliver Queen isn't dead, just, shockingly near it. Emiko put a tracer on him, one that Fife was able to follow, and in doing so, dug him out of the ocean. Sadly, as far as the rest of the world is concerned, Oliver Queen is dead. All of his holdings have been liquidated, his bank accounts have been emptied, and for all intents and purposes, he's starting back from square one, Again, kind of like at the beginning of the Jeff Lemire run when he lost everything. And in fact, when we look at the even greater history of Green Arrow, stuff like this seems to happen to him very frequently. So frequently, in fact, I'm amazed he's shocked at all. And just to rub some salt in the wound, Broderick, the guy who I guess is currently running Queen Industries right now, decides to take this opportunity to blow up Oliver's fancy penthouse. Oh no, not his house. His TiVo was filled with so many unwatched shows. Now, while all this is going on, Black Canary is doing her own investigation into the supposed murder of Oliver Queen. She finds the boat that Ollie was dumped in, complete with a bloody Rorschach, another Watchmen reference this week, as well as the actual symbol for the Ninth Circle. Now, as far as our hero goes, he's not gonna let something silly like, everyone thinking he's dead and losing everything he owns keep him down. As far as he's concerned, he's lighter now than ever before. Oliver Queen might very well be dead, but Green Arrow will never die. Green Arrow number 2 brings to fruition a lot of things that Benjamin Percy had been foreshadowing in the first couple issues. Up until now, Oliver had been, grappling with some very tough questions posed to him by Black Canary. Mainly, how do you fight the man when you are the man? Well, the answer to that is lose everything you own and literally become as grassroots as possible. How do you know your friends are really your friends when you pay everyone around you? Well, easy, lose all your money and then find out who your friends really are. Now, as I mentioned before, Green Arrow losing his fortune and having to start over from scratch is a pretty common occurrence in Green Arrow lore. Now, how long it's going to last for and what the bigger implications are going to be, that's still yet to be seen, and that's the really interesting part. I thought it was a fun idea to have GA set up a new base of operations in a tree in the forest. He couldn't be more Robin Hood now if he tried. Then, of course, there's all this stuff happening with Emiko right now. I'm sure, that's going to be interesting once we find out what's going on there. The art, as always, was good. Dialogue is sharp. I just love this book to pieces, which is why I give it an 8 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer? Or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.